Welcome in, everybody. This is an exciting day here, guys. This is the launch of Palmtech 11. We are so excited about this. I have personally gotten to see some of the development behind the scenes over the past several months and getting to see some of the exciting things that Will and Janaya and the entire Palmtech team have been preparing and building and rolling out. And we now get to share it with you today. This is exciting. So, first of all, I want to introduce the founder of Palmtech, Will Singer, and Janaya Fix, one of the most incredible engineers here on the IT team that I have ever met, who's done so much for building this out, all to make your guys' job so much easier as home inspectors. So, Will, Janaya, thanks so much for joining us, and please introduce yourselves real quick.
Palmtech, I created it in 1998, almost 30 years ago now. Been a long time. I've enjoyed working with home inspectors, and I'll turn it over to Janaya, who will correct you on what she does.
Yeah, so I'm Janaya Fix. I'm actually the head of products here at Palmtech. So not necessarily an engineer, but I work really closely with our engineering team to make sure that we're building products that make you successful.
No, it's awesome. And guys, they're going to be sharing all the cool things that you get to enjoy now that Palmtech 11 is going live. And I want to answer some of the questions in the chat here. Thank you guys so much for commenting. 20 people that are already in the chat here and commenting. This is wonderful. We encourage you guys to be interactive and to reach out and to comment on the things that you're learning about today. But to answer Mike's question, he asks, if I have a list of questions after the presentation, am I able to send them to someone specific? As a matter of fact, we're going to tell you everything that you need to know, because yes, we want you to have all the support that you need and to feel that that you're as well connected as possible. And we want to answer all these questions. There's going to be a Q&A session at the end, but hopefully we answer some of the questions automatically as we go through this presentation here for you. So, Janaya, take it away.
Yeah, so today we're kind of going to talk about the launch of Palmtech 11. We're going to talk about the new features that we've delivered as part of Palmtech 11 and kind of the growth and opportunity that we see in front of us for how to grow Palmtech with your guys' help. So some of the things that we're going to talk about today is the new AI image defect detector, the comment library, plus the ability to do narrative comments, our new custom interactive report designer, new custom cover pages, and line level ratings. So all of these things include everything you love about the Palmtech business management software. This is just added new features that we put together for you to help you with your day-to-day.
And let's jump in and talk a little bit about the AI image defect detector.
Start. I just want to take a minute and just say, I know a lot of you have been around Palmtech for a long time. Thank you for your business and your trust. I recognize at least somebody who's been around for at least 25 years. It's been a long road, and we're really glad that we're being able to help you, and you've been able to support us through those years. So thank you for your business and your trust. As we talk about Palmtech 11, there's a lot to be excited about. The AI image defect detector is something that I have been pursuing, I think, for like 2.5, 3 years. And Janaya was finally able to bring this to life, and the team. It's designed to help inspectors, help you all write reports faster and easier. It will help you get your inspections done faster. We have a demo here that we're going to show you and let you see a little bit of it in action, and then I can talk just a little bit more about it.
This is a demo of the AI defect detector for the web report writer. The AI defect detector is designed to help home inspectors identify issues from an image. Today, we are editing a report, and we first need to select the category that we want to add the comment to. We will select grounds to start. Now we will click the line that we want to add the comment to. In this case, we will choose walks. Then, click the Add New Comment button. Following that, click the AI Defect Detector tab to access the feature. This screen shows all the images that have been uploaded to the report, as well as an area to upload new images, and the comment generation options. We are going to upload 3 images of walks that were taken during the inspection. Now, we are going to choose our settings. Let's choose long for a longer comment and include recommendation. We could also add additional context to help the AI hone in on a specific detail. Now we simply click Analyze Images and the magic starts to happen. Here you can see the comment that was generated. It is clearly notating the issues found and it is following the format we defined. Longer with recommendation. If you want to, you can adjust the settings by clicking on the magic wand. Here you can adjust the settings for the comment and make it shorter, remove the recommendation, edit the context, or just regenerate the comment without making changes. We will select Make Shorter. Now we have a shorter comment that still shows the recommendation. This is just the comment for the first image. If you remember, we actually processed 3 images and we got back 3 comments. We can review them all and add any comments we want to the report by clicking the checkbox and then clicking Add Comment. Let's add all 3 comments to the report. We can see the newly added comment in the report and it's pre-selected and ready to go. Now we will try a couple more examples. Let's go into the roof category. We will drag in an image showing debris in the gutters, then click Analyze Images. The defect detector found the debris and notated it, so we can just add it to the report. And now we can see our comment added to the report. Now we will go into Electrical and select Lighting. Drag an image in of a lighting issue. This one is a little more obscure than the others, so let's see how it does. The defect detector found an issue with the light fixture missing its trim cover. We will add that comment to our report. Let's try one more, something a little harder to detect. First, we will go into the Interior category. Now we are going to add an image that was taken of the interior doors. The defect detector found both issues. Now we can add this comment to the report, and we just keep following the same process for all the images we want to add. It's that easy. Thank you for your time. This has been just a few examples of how the AI defect detector works for our inspectors.
So, it's kind of fun. We used AI to demo the AI feature, and you got to see how it works. We're gonna be using AI, so just like we're gonna be adding AI options to your report writer and your system to help you do things better and faster. The goal with this feature is to make your job easier and help you to do reports faster. It is available now, as you've seen it, and I do want to call out that what you see today is just the start. We talked about it and we decided to put it kind of beside your workflow and not interject it right into the middle of it as we get started. We really want to hear your feedback on how you think it's doing. We really want to hear your feedback about the best ways we can use this to help you do things faster and to help you catch things. Look forward to hearing your feedback on it, and I'm really super excited about the feature. He said it's been a long time coming, and look forward to hearing what you have to say. With that, I'm going to hand it over to Janaya.
Touch on this just a little bit before we move on. I see some people in the chat talking about it. This is the first step in our AI journey. We've got a lot more planned, and we do intend to build this more into your workflow. So when you're taking a photo, you can get AI recommendations right there in your workflow. This was just our first pass at getting this AI defect detector in your hands sooner rather than later, but there's a full roadmap that goes behind building this out and making it more part of your day-to-day workflow.
It's a really cool tool in my mind for inspectors that are just starting out who don't have the most built out comment library yet. So if you are, you're on your first few inspections and you haven't really put in the time to build all of that out, this is a really cool way to shortcut that process a little bit and even add some comments that you can use later on. Okay. let's talk about the comment library and narrative support since I just mentioned it, comment libraries.
So the comment library we created because we know a lot of you have a lot of different templates, but you might be using the same comment across multiple templates. Maybe you have a condo template and a single family home template and a commercial template, but there's some similarities in some of the categories or some of the comments that you're using. So the comment library basically creates a repository to save all your comments in. So you have one place to manage your comments, one place to edit your comments, create new comments, and then you use the comment library when you're filling out the report, which we'll see here in the demo.
To access the comment library, you first click into the template editor. Inside the template editor, there is a new button to access the comment library. When you first access the comment library, it is blank. But don't worry, you can import all of your comments from your existing templates. This way you can use the remarks that you are already used to. To start the import, click Import Comments from Templates. On the next screen, you will see a list of all of your active templates. Choose which templates you want to import from. At the bottom, there is an option to merge identical comments. I highly recommend this option if you have similar comments across your templates. This will merge any comments that are exactly the same wording and punctuation. Once your import is complete, you will have all your comments loaded into the comment library. You will also see other tabs get filled in like lists, tags, and ratings. Lists is a new feature where you can create global dropdowns for use in your comments. More on that later. The Tags tab has been created with all the categories in your templates. This is a key feature because it allows you to create comments that are tagged for use in a specific category. This makes finding your comments a lot easier. The Ratings tab is a list of ratings from all of your comments, creating a global place to store and manage your ratings. Back on the comment library, let's create a new comment. When you click Create New Comment, you get the comment screen. This gives you most of the features that you are used to, and a few more goodies. You can give your comment a title. This is optional, the same as it is in a template. You can also assign category tags, pre-select a rating and location, then give the comment text. Also on this screen are the new narrative comment features, allowing you to create new lists, add from your existing global lists, and add a free-form input box. Let's create a new list. To do this, click on the Plus New List option. This will open up a side panel that walks you through creating the list. First, we need to decide whether the list is meant to be a global list or a single-use list. Single-use lists do not live in the global library and are really just intended for one-off list usage. Global lists, on the other hand, do live in the global library and are handy if you want to reuse the same list in other comments. We will give the list a name and assign it to the roof category. Then we click Add option. Once we are done adding all of our options, we click Save, and that saves this list as a global list. You can see that the list is added to the comment, making a more human-readable narrative. Clicking on the drop-down arrow opens up the list, where you can set an option as pre-selected in the comment. Once you are happy with your comment and list, you can click Add New Comment to add it to the comment library. Now let's see the comment library in action. Let's click on the roof category and view the type line. Now click the New Comment button to access the comment library. The comment library is now the first tab you see. Here you have options to search by keywords or filter by category tag. Notice that it is already filtered for roof. This is because we entered the comment library from the roof category. This speeds up the search for comments to only roof comments. Now let's select the comment that we created and then click Add Comment. Now you can see the comment listed on the screen with the drop-down that we added. To select an option, click the arrow button. Let's select shingles. Then we simply add in our photos and add the comment to the report. It's that easy, and it really streamlines the workflow.
Well, next up, we've got the Report Designer, which is going to be a really unique tool that will allow you to differentiate your reports from your competitors. So y'all take it away.
Yeah, I'm really super excited about the report designer. And again, like the AI defect detector, we're just starting. We've got a long list of things that we want to do for the report designer. But our focus really was about giving you differentiation to make your report look different than your competitors' reports, or to more suitable to how your agents might want to see your report laid out. There's a lot of facets to this, and we've got a video that will show you kind of how to use it, and the different options that are available. And then when we're done, I'll talk about what's coming.
To access the report designer, you first go to the settings menu by clicking your name in the upper right corner of the screen. Then clicking on settings. And finally, you click on report settings. To open the report designer, simply click the button. In the report designer, there are several new features that will allow you to customize the look and feel of your reports. We will first look at the featured image options. The first option is called Standard Frame, and it's similar to what you are used to today. Next, we will look at the Hero Image option. It removes the gray frame and gives a nice full-width image. The full-width image is a super clean, edge-to-edge image with the address and inspection date layered on top. The image gallery is one of my favorites. It takes the primary property photo, makes it a little smaller, then it creates a photo gallery of all the other images in the report. Then finally, for a more simplistic report, you can choose the No Image option. Now let's move on to the inspection details. Here you have two options for the layout of the inspection details and toggles to choose what shows up on your report, giving you full control of what your customers see. This first option is the standard style, but it is designed to be able to conform to the changing of the content. Now let's click on the two-column option. You can see it is a new style that is a little more modern. It has rounded corners and your property details are displayed nicely at the top. Scrolling down the page, you can see the toggles that have been added. You can choose what to show or hide in the inspection details. You can click on a specific component, like address, and remove it, or you can remove entire sections. Don't want to display the services and fees? Now you can turn it off. Next, let's go to ratings. There are two layout options here and a toggle for the overview. The first layout option is color blocks. This option shows large colored blocks in the overview with a count of comments using those ratings. If you don't like the blocks, simply turn off the overview and they will go away. The next style is color flags, and it is more of an inline format where the overview is next to the rating. Want to turn that off? Just remove the overview. The last section is for the layout of the report data. There are two options here. The first is the standard option that you are used to today. The only difference is on the introductory text. Instead of hiding most of your text until a user chooses View More, we are now showing all the text and the user can view less. The newest layout is the grid layout. It organizes your content with your main category introductory text, and then a grid layout for the lines underneath that category, creating a nice compact view with less white space. Clicking See More Details will open a sidebar with all the information for that section. The sidebar shows all of the details of that section, including all the descriptions, information, media, and comments. When you are done making your selections, you can save for later, preview the changes, or publish to start using the new features on all new reports.
So that was just kind of the beginning, kind of the icing on the cake. We have about 4 more layouts coming for the report designer. We also have a few more things that we want to allow you to toggle on and off in the inspection details. We want to be able to get your signature in there. Right now, the video didn't show it, but you can actually also enable your agent's photo. If you have your agent photo uploaded into your Palmtech account, you can turn that photo on in your inspection details now. So there's a lot of cool features in there, and I really encourage you to play with them all.
And next up, we've got custom cover pages. This is another exciting feature here that will allow you to really brand your inspection report.
Yeah, so the custom cover pages is really designed to create a customized intro letter or introduction to your PDF report. So we've built the custom cover page editor to be able to use variables from your your account. So it can pull in the inspector name, the company phone number, company email, address, date, time of the inspection. You can pull all of that in, and you can actually customize the way it looks. A lot of people add their logo and just a little bit of letter to the client before their the start of the report. And this is a good place to do this. It's also a place to put your signature and your license information, especially if you're in a state where it requires that to be up front and center, because the cover page is the second page of the PDF report, which means it's always going to be there in that second position.
And another exciting thing we've got here, Janaya, is the line level ratings as well.
Yes. Do you want to go for that, Will?
Sure. Yeah, we're switching them up a little bit here, but that's all right. Customer cover page is great, exciting. Line level ratings, for those of you who've been around a long time, you know that we made a change when we went from version 9 to Palmtech Complete, where you could add ratings to a comment. So that means when you were inspecting walks and you said, hey, that driveway, you should probably seal it. But we got a big trip hazard on the front walk. You could have both of those comments in the same line and rate them differently in Palmtech Complete, where you couldn't when we had version 9. Well, now in Palmtech 11, you have the best of both worlds. You can have a line level rating so that as you go through and you say the driveway's okay, it's made of concrete, you just wipe the rating, identify the material, and you move on so that you can move really quickly through your inspection and have ratings for each line, so you can choose that inspected rating or acceptable if you like that language still. So that's what that does. And so line level ratings is just another thing where we've heard what you said. We want to be able to do that. We went back, added this back in so that you could do things the way that you want. I always think about Palmtech because it's our job to give you the tools so you do things the way that you want. So that's line level ratings. So I'll kick it back to you.
Yep. On that as well. So let me share that. And for those of you that have asked, yes, these videos will also be available again on YouTube. We'll also be sharing this entire presentation as well.
Let's take a look at the line level ratings. First, let's click on the grounds category. Here we can see all the lines associated with the grounds category. To select the line level rating, just click the Add Line Rating button. Then choose from the ratings available in your template. We can continue this for all the ratings in the report. Once we are done setting all the ratings, let's preview the report. Let's click on the Report Preview button. And now we can see the line level ratings at the top of each section. This makes it easy to set the rating once without having to leave a comment.
All right, pretty cool. And yeah, just another way that we're listening to you guys and including things that you're interested in here. So global lists, this is another exciting development as well.
Yes, we kind of did the demo a little bit ahead of this. We saw the global lists in the comment library demo, but the idea is really just to be able to create reusable dropdowns. You've got things like manufacturer, you've got things like method of inspection that it's used across multiple templates. Now you can create one list and share it across the templates. The other great thing here is that you can mark it with a tag. So you can say this belongs to this category to make it easier to find. And it's just one centralized place for you to manage your dropdowns. So let's talk about what's coming soon. On top of the other things that we've talked about, the idea of growing our report designer and the AI capabilities, we're also actively working on the online scheduler. So this will be available as a standalone URL that you can either include in your website or link to in your emails or advertisements. And basically, it allows your customer to book inspections online. It's a pretty straightforward workflow. They add their inspection information. It pulls down your services and fees, allows them to choose a date time, and then lets them know what inspectors are available during that date time. So there will be some customization options for that, but ultimately that's something that we're working on and we expect to have out soon. So I'm looking forward to getting your guys' feedback and getting you guys test driving that. Also coming soon. So like I said, with the report designer, we've got a lot of things we want to add to it, right? One of the things we want to add is summary organization. So maybe you want your summary at the start of the report. Maybe you want it at the end of the report. Maybe you want it to be in line in the report one way or the other. And then you also want to organize by category template order or alphabetical or group by rating. Maybe you want to show the category titles. Maybe you don't. Maybe you want to show images. Maybe you don't. Those are things that we're giving you as options here in the summary options. On top of this, we're also going to be adding in the ability to do things like, choose a color palette to kind of customize the colors even further, global fonts, global font size, global address date time formatting is also going to be added, plus 4 or 5 new layouts for the report design itself. So lots of new things coming in this report designer, and we'll try to keep you guys up to date as we launch these things, but keep an eye out and try. If you see something you like, try it.
I'll just add one more thing to what's coming. I know one of you guys here has been bugging me about it, but the spell checker is coming to the mobile app. That's just one of those, oh my gosh, it's just yet another bump as we try to get it released. But saw it again today, and we're confident we're going to get this released, and it is coming very soon. And apologies that it's taken us long. As we look at what we do for business management, Palmtech 11 allows you to do all the business management functions that you've been able to do through things today. Things like scheduling an inspection. It's so easy to just go into Palmtech Complete now or Palmtech 11 and schedule an inspection. And what happens is when you schedule it, it automatically sends out an email saying, hey, here's the date and time of your inspection. It gives people the chance to respond to you. It sends out the inspection agreement so that you can electronically get it signed electronically. It'll send out a request for payment, and you can, if you collect payments through us, we have the lowest rates in the industry. If they can't beat your rate, they say they'll pay you $500. That's how competitive our rates are for credit card processing. We want to make your job easier. And if you have to think about, okay, every time I book an inspection, and a lot of version 9 people still are doing some of this. I know a lot of you are using the portal, but some people aren't. And it's like, if you have to think about, I got to send an email with a reminder, I got to send the agreement, I got to make sure I get that paid. I'm either going to get paid beforehand, or when I get there, I'm going to have to make sure I get paid. Or if it's like, oh, I forgot my checkbook, then I have to remember to follow up with them. Having a lot of that stuff automated for you makes everything so much easier and allows you to focus on growing your business. There's a lot of opportunity in home inspection, and we want to make it easier for you to do your job. Most of you didn't get into the home inspection business because you say, I want to be I want to be in big business. Some people are ambitious. Jay, you're there. I know you do it. There's a lot of people out there who, are that way. But most people I talk to, they like people, they like homes, and they like talking to people about homes. And we want to let you do more of that and do more inspecting and less time doing administrative work. And Palmtech 11 just has all the tools you need to make it easier to do that. And for the people who want to be ambitious business leaders, we have an agent database. We have a client database. We can help you do those things. We can help you with statistics. If you want to get into really deep management, we have a seamless path. So you could go to ISN if you want and get more reports than you could ever imagine needing. So, Palmtech is here for you. That's it on the business management side.
Yeah, and I'd like to touch on this too, because Scott asked a question in the chat about getting in touch with him regarding being a new inspector and how to start your business. Will, you hit on this here, really streamlining the business management side of things so that inspectors can focus on inspecting. Scott, that's your biggest goal right there, is just getting work coming in, and you need to be focused on building your agent book of business, networking, and getting a snowball of inspections rolling in, and taking all of this time to set up all of these administrative tools, it's easy with Palmtech because your time needs to be best spent out in the field right now. This is a wonderful tool for you so that you could be focusing on all the most important things at this phase of your business building. That's awesome. Well, let's jump into the Q&A, guys. And as we do that, there's a few questions that we had come in before the webinar here, and then we'll get to some of y'all's in the chat. So let's tackle some of these first. Hopefully these answer some that you guys have that are watching right now as well. Number one, will the line level ratings make items go to the summary?
That is an excellent question. And so we are working on that. We're getting really close to having that. We wanted to make sure that we did it right in the summary. So that is probably about a week away.
Okay, that's great. Another one, I saw a lot of people asking about the process of migrating from Palmtech 9 to 11 here. Is there an upgrade fee for Palmtech 11?
No, there's no upgrade fee. If you're on a subscription with version 9, your subscription for version 9 covers the cost. You can start with Palmtech 11 right away. There's no, it's a parallel, so you can continue to use Palmtech 9 for your daily business. Learn Palmtech 11 and then start using it. As soon as you do, it's just like 15 years ago when I started talking about using mobile devices in the field. As soon as you start using more of those business management functions and start using AI for your comments, for some of your stuff, it will make a difference. It will make a big difference. No charge to update, just continue with your subscription.
That's fantastic. Now, we've talked about the online scheduler. So just to recap, when will that be available?
You're gonna put me in a corner. I will say within the next 1 to 2 months. We're actively working on it. We will want to make sure we put it through its paces for testing and that we're delivering a product that is solid for you to use. But it is something that we're actively working on right now.
Yeah, and Mason's asking about Palmtech's integration with QuickBooks. Oh, you're on mute, Will.
What's that, Brad?
It was on mute. Do you mind repeating?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, we don't work with QuickBooks, but if you're looking for business management, again, I would consider ISN because we have so much in ISN in terms of business management and things you can do there.
And for those that are on version 9 right now, is there any way to customize version 11 to make it resemble 9, or are they separate entities in that respect?
They do operate independently. When it comes to version 9, comparing it to Palmtech 11, one of the things we did is we simplified a lot of the process. Most people are not as interested in the PDF anymore. They're interested in the interactive report. Inspectors want their agents to be able to use the tool to be able to deliver the inspection response, things like that. So there are differences, but there's a lot to be gained. There's not much you can do. Sorry, I'll just be open with you. Not a lot you can do to make it customized to look like version 9. But if you follow the process, and we've heard you as we've talked with people, that's why we did the line level ratings. That's why we added the report builder so that you can customize the output more and do more things the way you want. So I talked a lot there.
Yeah, no worries at all. Guys, will we be able to, as inspectors, have a preference for a default template in Palmtech 11?
Yeah, there is the ability to have a default template. You can also tie templates to services, so you know that you can pull in the right template when you're actually scheduling the inspection, and it'll pull in that template for you.
Awesome. And I know these are coming in kind of rapid fire. Larry's asking, he's been with Palmtech for 10 years. First of all, thank you, Larry. That's awesome. He's built all of his templates and comments. Will all of this move into a Palmtech 11 seamlessly?
Yeah, so we do have a migration path. It's pretty easy to migrate over from Palmtech from V9 to Palmtech 11. The support team can help you with that. There's going to be some differences in the way things are, and there might be a little bit of manual cleanup because it's slightly different, but there is a path to get you up and running pretty quickly.
Okay, and Craig's asking, will there be any changes to the summary page or tab?
Yeah, so as we talked about before, we are going to be building out the summary organization options. The changes will allow you to either customize the way your summary tab looks or actually include your summary inline in your report via the interactive report or the PDF. So there will be some things coming in the near future that allows you to kind of customize the way your summary looks.
Interesting one here from Mike as well. He says, when the AI suggests a comment, is it pulling from a library or does it adapt based on context or severity?
Right now, it is pulling from a open AI kind of API response. Eventually, though, it'll be able to reach into your comment library and find a comment that matches your image and pull it in for you. So as we kind of grow this out, we want to open it up to be able to use the data that you already built because you've already spent all that time writing your comments in your templates or your comment library. So right now, it's just doing the same thing that you would do if you went into ChatGPT and uploaded the image and had say write a comment for me. It's doing basically the same thing.
That's awesome. Since we've taken so much effort in listening to feedback from inspectors, if they have future requests or things that they'd like to see, where can they go to suggest those things?
Yeah, so we do have a feedback forum. I'm in there trolling for it often. I use it to pull down tidbits for me to build into my roadmap or to inform decisions I'm making. So in your Palmtech account, there's a little chat bubble at the bottom. It looks like a question mark. In there, there's a submit a feature request. And so you can use that right there just to submit a feature request. And as they come in, we're looking at them. We're bucketing them into projects. One of the examples is the inspection details. There's probably about 30 feedback items I closed just with the inspection details customization alone, because people wanted to turn off their services. People didn't want to show their home address on their report. There's a lot of things that came out of that feedback that became a product. So please, I'm always open and I want to hear from you.
One question Andre was asking, will there be a template for mobile homes? And I've got to wonder, because I inspected more prefab homes in Florida than anywhere. Are you from Florida, Andre? And also, will there be a template for that?
So I do plan to have, do you want to go ahead, Will, or do you want me to answer?
You go ahead. Maybe I'll add on.
Okay, so we do plan to grow our template library. This is something that we want to do and we should continuously be doing. Mobile home is actually on my list of ones that I'd want to focus on. There's also multi-building and maybe even a more detailed commercial report. So there's a lot of templates that we want to build. We want to build a room by room template. So just different ways that you operate. But you can also always just take one of our custom templates and build it out the way that you would want it to be as well. And, share it with us if you want to. Well,
all right.
No, that covered it. It's just the idea that we are working. That's one of the things on the list for this year is to grow our template library.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We've got two more here that I think are great. And thank you guys for filling up the chat with these questions. Mike's asking, how customizable are the rating categories and comment structures for inspectors who have their own reporting style?
Go ahead, Will.
Say that this is exciting. I don't think we covered this in the video, but it's so much more customizable than it used to be now with the comment library. You can have your own ratings. You can change it just like you always have been able to. But with the comment library now, you can actually put drop downs right in the middle of your comments. So if you want to say the blank corner of the roof, so you could say the west, northwest, east, whatever, you can identify things of the roof has blanking shingles. You can just have drop downs to fill in. That makes it a lot easier for you to customize and have less comments in your library and move them faster and easier. Lots and lots of flexibility there that we didn't used to have, and faster reporting.
That's awesome. Craig's asking, will the software be accepting different video formats to attach to the report?
Will, do you want to go with that, or?
I think the answer from both of us is we don't know, but we're accepting. We do accept multiple formats now. Whatever's native on your phone is going to work. When it comes outside of that, I just don't know the answer to that. If there's a specific format you have a question about, feel free to ask. A question here, call support, talk to them. Whatever. I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah,
beyond.
I know that there are a lot of different ways that we take videos, and I get emails all the time saying, "Hey, I just bought this really cool, blacklight phone. Can you take my photos from this?" And sometimes the answer is yes, and sometimes the answer is like, "No, let me look at the technology." So we're constantly trying to grow our opportunity there, but every time something new comes out, something has to be built to support it. We do just support drone videos. Most drone videos come kind of natively the way we would need it to be uploaded. To Will's point, it depends. But if you find one that you want that we don't have, use the feedback forum to let us know.
That's awesome. And I would guess then that, if it's .mov or .mp4, then it would be compatible.
100%.
Okay. A couple others. Will Palmtech be hosting a booth at any inspection seminars, national or regional?
I don't know, Brad. When are you going to go show Palmtech at a conference?
You send me, man. You let me know.
Yeah, we're at a lot of conferences. You'll generally see us, as part of the group of, ISN and Palmtech. We cooperate a lot together and work together on a lot of things. So wherever you see ISN, you'll know that somebody there knows about Palmtech as well. So we'll be, in that sense, at a lot of places.
That's great. All right. Do we have time for a couple more? We still had a couple trickle in here.
Sure.
All right. So John's asking, will we be able to save all photos from an inspection in Palmtech, even the photos we do not use in the report?
Yes.
Big thumbs up from Will. That's great.
Yeah.
And Steve's
things we heard for a long time, and it's like we've addressed it now. The comment library, and you didn't see this in the video, but one of the things with your comment library, if you take all your pictures at once, before the inspection, or if you go around like a lot of people, and it's like, I'm just going to snap 25 or 30 pictures before I start recording, you can just drop all those in at one time. They'll all be in your report media library, which is a newer feature in the newer versions of Palmtech, and you can just drag them in one at a time into your report, add your comments, use the AI defect detector, whatever you want to do.
Awesome. And Steve's asking, this is probably one of the biggest ones. How do I upgrade to version 11 from version 9?
It's pretty simple. All you have to do is reach out, and you can reach out to our customer service team. They're ready to help you. What they'll do is they'll just have you go to version 9, go in there, literally push a button. They'll bring all of your data over into Palmtech Complete, and then you go to Palmtech Complete, they'll push a button. We have people, those of you who've been around a long time, Lisa is now in charge of running all of the help with people to help them get started with the new software. As you get started with Palmtech or ISN, she now runs that team, and her team will help you make sure everything gets imported, bring it over, make sure you get everything set up. They'll show you how to customize your templates if you need help with that, help you set up your agreements, payments, whatever you need. So we've got people just waiting to help.
That's wonderful. Pedro's asking, when you have the summary, is there an option to separate ratings? For example, marginal or defective instead of mixing all the comments?
Yeah, that will be part of the summary organization improvements that are coming soon.
Yep. And for Mike, one more, he says, I think you covered this, but do you have the tools that will help keep reporting consistent across different inspections or over time?
Absolutely. That's what the templates, using the templates. And then your comment library is another thing that's really going to help with that. You didn't see it like in the comment library. You can have so many comments, and you can just search whenever you're going, like if you go to Lots and Grounds Driveway, it has the comments there. Now you can look outside of what's just Lots and Grounds Driveway and find other things. You can search. See, you can do a lot with that to keep things consistent. you have a comment library, and if you have multiple inspectors, they can use the language you want them to use to build your reports.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Tim's asking, will we still need ISN with the new scheduling and payment features? That's a great question.
Sure. I, of course, want to see you continue to use ISN because, ISN delivers a lot of value. Palmtech does a really good job with the basics of reporting. It will tell you how many inspections you did last year. It will tell you, how much money, you collected last year. If you want to go into detail, now ISN has all the things like for payroll, for pay splits. It does a lot more reporting than Palmtech does. Look at both and you decide if you still need ISN or not. But just say Palmtech's reporting is intended to be basic. We work cooperatively with ISN. And for the person in that place, we are a great solution. It's simple, it's easy, it's fast. If you go to ISN, one thing we didn't say is you get the same report writer that you see with Palmtech. So you won't have a difficult transition when you go to ISN with your report writer because it's literally the same and everything just moves. So there's the answer to that question.
Oh, that's fantastic. And Hugh says, can't wait to try it. We can't wait for you to try it either, Hugh. It's pretty cool. Again, I've gotten to test this out when it's been in beta form on both the ISN and Palmtech platforms, and I find it completely wonderfully functional, going from being in the field with my mobile device and then finishing things afterwards with my desktop. So if you guys really want to learn more, just click the link that I just dropped in the chat here. It's palmtech.com. We want you guys to check that out and learn more. And Janaya, is there any other contact info that we could share for ways that they can be getting in touch with the team?
Yeah, I mean, definitely reach out to the support team. Use the feedback forum, the chat, your chat bubble. I'm happy to take any emails or comments. So you can email me directly. I might not be able to get back to you within 5 minutes, but I will try to respond to you. So feel free to reach out to me directly as well. And the support team has a direct line to me. So if you report anything to them that you want to get to me, and it's easier for you to chat with them, they will send it to me.
Well, thank you so much, guys. This has been awesome. Will, Janaya, thank you so much for being here. And we look forward to you guys trying this out. And we look forward to the exciting stories about how this is helping you guys in the field as you move forward in the industry here. Excited for y'all, especially for the guys that are starting out. It's an exciting time to be a home inspector.
Hey, Brad, there's one more thing I'd like to say as we close. I know there's a lot of chatter in the chat box about privacy, people concerned about selling data and things like that. I know with what's going on with Spectora right now, they're just kind of getting a big black eye, and I don't want to add to that or do anything, but I want to be clear about Palmtech and ISN and what we do with your data. There are programs with ISN and with Palmtech where consumers can opt in and say, I'd like to be a part of this. I'd like help with moving. I'd like moving quotes. I'd like insurance quotes. People can opt into that. We do not sell or lease your customers' data to third parties. I want to be just plain and simply clear about that. If you read our privacy policy, legal is going to slap my hand for saying what I've said already. So I'll just say, read the privacy policy. It tells you what we live and die by. So I just want to make sure. Matt just asked the question, do we have the option to turn that off? Yes, in Palmtech, if you request, we can turn off the option where the consumer has the opportunity to participate in the program. But again, it's a case of, here's your inspection report, and we say down here, if you want help moving, we can help with that. If you want to turn that off, reach out, we can turn that off. So I hope everybody feels good about that. You can reach out to me personally, one-on-one, to talk about this. I know quite a few of you already know my address, but you can reach me, willsinger@gorch.com. And I'm here to help if you have further questions on that. So I want to close on hopefully a positive note and say, thanks for your attention. I appreciate the questions, and I really appreciate your business and your trust through the years. I'm excited about the future together, and go out, try Palmtech 11. Let us know how it's going.
Yeah, and guys, if you want to hear some more about the Palmtech backstory, there's a great video over on Palmtech's YouTube channel where Will kind of shares about how this is really the culmination of decades of experience in the industry here, as they've been leading the way in the inspection space with report writing technology over the years. It's pretty exciting, and we're glad that you guys are here for the next stage of it. So, Will, thank you so much for joining us. Janaya, thank you so much for being here and walking us through all of this as well. And thank you to the 80 plus people that have been in the chat here asking great questions. We appreciate your engagement. Go follow the YouTube channel as well. It's a great way to stay in touch with both tutorials and news updates as far as features that are rolling out and how you guys can use them. We're here to provide you guys with as much help as you need. So thank you for being here, and we look forward to seeing y'all in the field.
Thanks.